Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Radio Nation Live. I'm one of the hosts of Radio Nation Live. We got Gravy in the building, we got Raider Gabe, and we got special guests in the building. Sorry, he last minute he said he's gonna pull up on us. And Auntie Six, what's up, brother?
What's up, everyone? How you guys doing tonight? Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Today is Taco Tuesday, or as we call it,
Oh, I
Tuesday.
had tacos today, too, though.
Did
That's
you?
cool. Yeah.
I have burritos. I do Wednesday tacos, taco Wednesdays.
For the clean up. The fish
Oh, look at this fucking guy over here. Raider Nation just got a whole lot younger.
If,
motherfucker right here. Huh?
This guy's Gravy's the only one with the beard. He's the beardless. First it was everyone saying the GG. Now it's gonna be low, and we're gonna axe out Gravy, bro, unless he cuts his beard, bro. Have you got a haircut yet?
The baby face crew, and then OG.
And OG. Shit. Anyways, welcome to Red Nation Live. I'm your host, and Gravy is your host, and so is Raider Gabe.
Good to see you guys, man. Good to see you guys.
yes, sir. Everybody in the chat, everybody pulling up. Yes, sir. Good to see you guys coming in for sure. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Moving.
Yeah.
How's
Gonna
your day?
be, one interesting show ahead of us for sure.
I watched Sunday's show again, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I watched Sunday's show. I wasn't impressed.
Show or
no, I'm just saying some of the thoughts that I had, you know what I'm saying, because of being mad as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
I told you.
I kind of watched it. I was like, man, I was being a little negative.
You were.
I think so? Just a little bit. See, I'm not trying to do the negativity shit, but I felt like I was being a little negative, bro. I don't know.
I thought it was a little too easy on them motherfuckers.
I wasn't done yet, bro. I wasn't even done yet. I kept trying to squeeze more minutes out of Low to talk my shit, but
I mean,
I just had nothing. I was speechless almost, dog. Like on Sunday, I was one of those days where I couldn't even really say much. I was just not in my head, just being like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
I thought it took a little too easy on them. You know what I mean? But fuck it, it was just after watching the game again, it was just the one thing I just seen. It was the actual thing. Like we started off good, man. 3 and out, drove the ball down the field. It just. Something happened to where like it's fucking it's not good, dog, to where you get reports out here supposedly anonymous. I don't know how truth there is to it, but when you hear like multiple times, the defense from Chicago was called like multiple times. They were calling out the plays before they were running them. I don't know how much there was truth to that, but man, it was just a kind of just you see the energy just not there. I don't know if it was the early start, that those 10 o'clock games, but it was just fucking. Yeah, it was bad football, man, for sure. Like Max said, dog, it was ugly football. It was bad football. It was embarrassing, no way around it. But the one thing is that we're still right in the thick of things right there, bro. So it's like, regardless of how we do it, if we could go out and get a win this week, of course that stops the bleeding and all that stuff, but it's gonna be a lot of pressure on this week, with the coach. You know what I mean? You seen the fucking shit yesterday at the what was it, the Aces at the Aces parade and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Crazy, bro, that shit was how.
But the thing with that one was like you didn't even see Mark Davis really get like crazy. He was just like, I know. I was just he just kept saying, I know. I'm pretty sure he wanted to just diffuse the situation, but it was just like, you know what I mean? It was just a weird interaction. But I think that for sure, man, now it's they have a tougher matchup this week, the Monday night, because Detroit's coming off of a fucking bad loss as well, dog. So there's no guarantees that that we could just go out there and just lay down and lose like a lot of people think. You know what I mean? Because we did look that bad on Sunday, but. It's just like when you see, the New England, you know what I mean? You've seen them, 1 week before lose to a team like us, to a lot of people would say, we're we're really not that good, especially we're not playing our best ball, you know what I mean? And they lose, and then the next week they come out, and they beat the Bills, you know what I mean? So it's like this is still fucking football, man. It's still in the NFL. So I think that hopefully this was a big wake up call, you know what I mean? But the Josh McDaniels thing right now, dog, is just like it's starting to fucking
it's starting to get crazy. Let me get to the chat, bro, and then we'll get into the whole thing, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't even start with the chat, bro, but shit. Auntie's with us too, man. Thank you guys for pulling up. Shit, I'm gonna get to the chat real quick, and then we'll get back to it. Pena, what's going on, bro? Salute. Jaw Raider, what's up, bro? He says Dan Campbell is. I'll have the guys ready. Last and left the bad taste in the mouth. Make sure that the guys are prepared for the Raiders, man. They're gonna be ready, bro. Yeah, I seen that shit with Warren Sapp too. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Clark, what's going on, brother? Salute. Jaws in the building too, showing love. Who else is in the building? We got JB in the building. What's going on? Yusef, what's up, brother? Raider P, what's going on? Alex Martin, Raider fan, what's going on, brother? Salute to you, bro. All eyes, JB showing love. John Leon's in the building. Raider Mania, man. Everybody's pulling up, man. Appreciate you guys. Jack Kendall, what's going on, brother? Thank you for pulling up. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Thank you for pulling up, though. Hit Stick, what's good, folks? How you doing? Hopefully having a good one. Who else is in the building? Everyone just showing love to each other real quick. Circus in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Shit. Auntie, man. How was your day, bro?
No, I'm good, brother. Just a little tired and shit. Work 10 hours and shit, Just want to come up and show some love and shit. Haven't pulled up to your show in the bit and shit, so.
Yes, sir. Guerrero, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're having a good one. Put up a poll, see if McShitnuts should get fired at the end of the year. Well, we'll get to that too, man. That's going to be talked about too. Shit. At the same point, players have to just JB saying same point. The players have to want to just win as much as we want them to. That is true. So great. You're too hard on McDaniels, low. He suffers from head up the ass syndrome. Jesus. Fucking circus, bro. Low. Show names for you guys. Highs and lows featuring game. There you go. Hey, that's not a bad. Hey, Brady P. There you go. There you go. Hey, you can produce that show, bro. Highs and lows. There you go. No gravy. Cuzzo, what's going on, brother? Salute, brother. Hopefully you're having a good one. Fucking, that was crazy. Everyone's showing love. We the people's in the building. What else? Who else is in here? Trying to catch up so we can get to it. So, Auntie, freaking, you didn't. I mean, I seen the show that you guys had the other day. Just tuned in real quick. You and Joe and Avocasi and everybody. So what did you think, bro? Like, what did you see? Because I mean, I got a little glimpse of it. You know what I mean? Not the whole show. So what did you think, bro?
First of all, thanks for having me on. I mean, most of everything was just an embarrassing loss. Point blank period. I don't care what anybody says. It comes down to coaching and the head coach. Because at the end of the day, man, I don't understand why at halftime we didn't go to the rookie and shit, especially how much the offense was struggling and shit. And especially, too, hearing all these rumors that the Bears were over here calling the plays before they happened. That is the most embarrassing shit ever. The last time the Raiders had anything like that happen was when the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers and shit, you know what I mean? And then for that to happen against a Division II quarterback that's never taken a professional snap, that hasn't played in the NCAA, you know what I mean? It's just crazy to me that he can come in there and light us up, you know what I mean, and just make him look like a fucking playing quarterback in the NFL like nothing, bro. It was just one of the most embarrassing losses that I've been part of the last couple of years, and it's just sad, bro. I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm trying to stay hopeful, but this guy, Josh McDaniels, ain't giving me nothing to, you know what I mean, give me hope at all. I'm just literally done with them. At the end of the day, I'm done, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm trying to stay positive, but I'm literally just done with this guy, dog. I really want him gone at the end of the day, dog. I literally don't think he's the right man for the job.
Fuera. El Chacal, like fucking Sábado Gigante.
Fuera.
Hey, so Gravy, how was your day, bro?
My day was good. Glad to be here. Glad to have Auntie here. Good to see you, fellas. This is my therapy right here.
Oh shit! Yeah, you know what? On some real shit, we were having a conversation earlier, and Gabe never pulls up to the conversation, bro. But I want to thank you, bro. Like, because you know what I'm saying, through all the bullshit. Like I told Gravy and Mike G. You know what I'm saying. Thank you for being the homies that you are. You know what I'm saying, backing the motherfucker up. A lot of people don't say that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, Auntie, you're here too, bro. Whatever.
May I respond to?
Yeah, but okay. So, I just want to tell you that, bro. Like, I was going to say it personally, but shit, I don't care.
You're
I'm just
welcome,
letting you
bro.
know that, I appreciate
Always
it.
my pleasure. I'm
Yes,
here
sir.
24
Now-
hours a day, bro.
Now, Gravy, you were shitting on the whole team. Like, not really shitting on them. I mean, you were defecating something on them. You were saying a lot of shit. You have a little change of heart at all? You have a little change of heart at all?
Defecating is shit, and what's the difference? Nah. To answer your question, just like this morning when we were talking, it's week by week with me. You know,
Yeah.
it was a shitty week
Stupid.
of football. You know, what Auntie said is correct. You know, the patience of this dude is eats you up inside. And what I don't like hearing is, it's not a fact. It's anonymous source. Anybody could be an anonymous. A fucking dog could whisper in your ear, and it's anonymous person. You know what I mean? But you can't sit there and say, Blue's telling Gabe right now what play the Raiders are running.
You was telling me to get off the live right now. No, you was telling me stop.
Basically is what you're saying. Look, in football, if you watch film on a team, you know what they're gonna do. It's just, can that team execute? You know what plays they're gonna run. So can they execute those plays to do it? That's not what we did. They could yell out, yeah. What play was it? When was it? Because we completed plays. We got yards. We got a touchdown. We drove the ball to get field goals. So how much is that true? Yes, it does happen. People, the opposite team knows your plays. That's a fact. They do. They watch film on you. A lot. The coaches know what they're going to run, and they adjust to it. They tell the players, this is what's going on. They're going to do this when they're in this formation. They're going to do that when they're in that formation. But to say that for people to say that, our team is so stupid that the other team knows our plays exactly what we're going to run, then they didn't really, we just didn't execute the play for that to be successful. And we've had a problem with that week after week after week is our execution. But as far that's that, as far as football concerned, because you can steal plays and have somebody go over there and see them, but they're all different, man. They watch tape, bro. Their technology is advanced, and they say, well, they could dissect certain things so well. Football is so advanced now, is that they could dissect something that they could say, well, what if this happens? Just getting this coverage. It's getting that coverage. It's shifting to this and that. They're not yelling out, 26 power that he's gonna run right here. It might look like it on some plays because we didn't execute, but we're there to beat that. You know what I mean? Defense and up there. That's why they go at it. And I don't hear that, man. I don't hear that mess. A lot of people are talking about that today, and it's breaking the team down, thinking that we're real weak and we're that basic. We're using words like, I did. I'm to blame. When I said that they had elementary, plays out there that they did, I was upset. And then that one play that I just focused on was a play that we do that they do in Pop Warner. So, the line assignment could have been different, the formation could have been different, but I just seen the play and it looked exactly what the fuck we do. So beyond that, bro, it's just,
that's funny.
I know. I got I watched the game again twice, and I got my senses and said, well, I said this, and I come to realize that nothing's not gonna happen to the guy until probably the end of the season, unless it gets super, super, super bad. Locker room shit. If somebody comes out and says this dude is fucking whack, I don't want to play for him no more. Several guys are saying this. That's the only way it would happen. if he loses control of the locker room. I don't know if he has, but some games it does and some games it doesn't. So it's a week by week thing to me. But I'm starting to get motivated for the Lions. I'm not sitting here saying that we're gonna get our ass beat. I'm not gonna say that. We're just as good as a team. We have talent on our squad, and so do they. They got showed how it is to beat them last week. So maybe we could take from that and call their plays. Maybe our defense could call their plays.
Yeah, see, when I heard that shit, bro, like that really didn't bother me, bro, because it's football, bro. Like you said, fucking anybody can. People run powers, people run trips. You know what I mean? It's a fucking copycat league, bro. I think McDaniels. I always say this, man. No matter what, I mean, we're in second place, and it's hard to fucking spin this shit, bro. But like for me, we're in second fucking place. All right, season's not even over. You know what I mean? A lot of key plays that fucking just have stopped us from winning. You know what I mean? Last week, you know what I mean? The drop balls and everything like that. I mean, it is what it is. But bottom line is, I've always said this: you lose every week, you're 0-0. You start all over again. You know what I'm saying? Start from scratch because it's a different team. Even though the NFL is a copycat league, and like I just said that, but the thing is, though, it's like the Lions play a different kind of style of ball. You know what I mean? They have a different type of defense. Now we got to get ready for them. You know what I'm saying? We got to shake it off, bro. We're still in second fucking place, and I know that everyone wants to focus on the fact of getting rid of McDaniels, and he's a piece of shit, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. There's been flashes of this offense actually trying to do something, and I'm with them doing something. You know what I mean? Because maybe what I seen from the Lions defense, bro, they look weak. They look like they're missing tackles. They were doing all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? But it was a better team that they were facing and stuff like that. But you know what I mean? If you can kind of scheme some shit up like that, maybe, you know what I mean, some quick crossing patterns, that's all it was. The reason why Lamar did anything he did, he really didn't run. He stood in the pocket for like 5 seconds. Our offensive line isn't good enough to do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if we can give whoever's the quarterback, and that's another thing, they're saying Jimmy's coming back. We don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if Jimmy's coming back, then we need him up. You know what I mean? Let these plays develop. And still got to be optimistic, bro, because we're not even halfway through the season. And I don't think we're going to make any trades. I don't think we're going to be able to. Nobody's going to want to come to us. I mean, trades, you really can't do anything, but I don't know, bro. I think we're 0-0. I think it's going to be a difficult game. I knew this whole season was going to be fucking crazy, bro. I really fucking did. I knew it was going to be up and down, and I didn't want it to be. But, I mean, shit, it is what it is, and we're here, so fuck it.
The thing is, though, Lo, too, about this game is that we don't play Detroit and Giants, we don't, and Chicago. We don't play them as much as we do, AFC teams in our division, things like that. They're not going to know what we sort of feel like. You know what I mean? And us with them also. We don't play each other enough. So, they could be surprised of what we do. And then, we'll be surprised what they do. We watch them on TV. They're a real physical team. They try to ground and pound you. But I don't think Montgomery's not going to play, which is their best back. They got a rookie there that's hurt. Another rookie that's hurt. That's a running game. But what we do is we let a guy from the practice squad come up and get 120 yards against us. We have to eliminate that shit. Make those guys be practice squad guys. And then their receivers is what I'm worried about. They got the Sun God over there. They got Reynolds over there. They got a good tight end. And then Goff is having a good season. So, and they air the ball out. Those guys go vertical. So we just have to clap on our dudes, man, and get some pressure in there to Goff because he don't run around all over the place either.
Yeah. Like we have to put that game on Sunday behind us, but the biggest thing that I'm gonna check to see this week though is how we react though, because if we come back and we just get If we just get fucking let them impose their will against us because they're coming off of a bad loss too, and then they just come in and just dismantle us very much, dog, and then that's gonna be the time where we gotta really take a look and be like, yeah, this is not going to work, dog, because
We came off a
it
bad loss too, Gabe. We came off a bad loss too, so we could
that's
feel
what
the
I'm saying
same
though.
way, bro. You know
But
what I mean?
that's why I'm saying, like, I want to
Yeah,
see how we
we pissed.
react this Monday night, because if we go out there Monday night and we fucking just look like we got no energy again and all this shit, then there has to be some truth that these guys are just quitting on them. You know what I mean? Because I mean they have days to get ready. They have the motivation to play better because they got embarrassed. You know what I mean? They have they're on pace to get on pace to get some guys back this week. You know what I mean? So they just have to show effort this week, bro, and not let it be embarrassed, not necessarily even have to necessarily get the dub or anything like that, which I damn sure want that dub for damn sure. You know what I mean? This is a good team, but like just the fight, the will. You know what I mean? The great. I mean, it's Monday night. There's no waking up early. Excuse that there was a 10 o'clock game. You know what I mean? Anything like that. It's a Monday night game. It's a prime time game. So we gotta we have to show up, bro. And this is the game more than last week. The embarrassment, because embarrassments sometimes happen in the NFL. Just games get away from you. You know what I mean? Like it just those just happen. So be it. Whatever. I mean, I'm not accepting it. There's no way in hell I'm accepting it. Whatever. But okay, whatever. That's the business. That's football. That happens. But it's how we react in this fucking game coming up on Monday night, dog, which is going to show big things
Exactly.
about this coaching staff, how he's going to prepare them, how they're going to be prepared, and all of that shit, just all the little intricate things, in that football comes with, dog. Those are the things I want to see this Monday, bro. So this Monday is going to be a very interesting, dog. It's at Detroit, so they're gonna have their crowd behind them. We still don't know, if we still again don't know who's gonna start at quarterback again, because I mean that the sentiment is that Jimmy G might play, because that doctors say that he might be ready by this week, but it's still up in the air. So we still have that to worry about, I think, dog, because we seen last week. You know what I mean? If they didn't have the confidence to go with the rookie, they must have seen something in practice. I don't know what it was, but uh, and then if we go with Hoyer again, it's just damn, man. It's like it's an uphill battle. You know what I mean? So hopefully we could get either Jimmy G back on the field. I mean that's not saying much, but hopefully we could either get him, or if he can't, hopefully AOC we could finally turn that page and just finally say, I mean, let's give the rookie a chance.
Job put up something good. He said, "Remember the Lions were on a three road games. 3 road games. They're finally back home after 3. So there's that. So they could have been tired and shit like that. That's another thing." So what did fucking Penny say? Greg will win when he puts his beard oil on his thumbs. Stupid.
What's that mean?
Because Mike G wants to thumb wrestle you. Anyways, it says he has one more game to prove me wrong, and if we lose, hopefully Mark will smarten up. No more excuses. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna happen, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Nah. Players taking dives for a push and getting calls more than ever these days. Gotta train the team accordingly. But look, Mac, I was watching Max Crosby's podcast today. It's called The Rush, whatnot. It's pretty dope. He made a comment. He's just like, bro, he was looking all across the league, man. There were fucking upsets. There was a lot of upsets. You know what I mean? Lions got upset. Fucking Bills got upset. You know what I mean? It just happens, bro. You just had a shit game, bro. It just happens. Tell me a week you go to work, everything goes perfect.
That's why I'm saying, dog. That's why I'm saying, like, we got to put that game behind us. But it's how we react this week.
Yeah, that's the big part of it. Yeah.
Your season is still, in the grasp. You know what I mean? You can still take it by the horns if you can fucking go out there and get a good win against a good team. You know what I mean? It's just on the road. You know what I mean? Coming back off that, embarrassing loss, but it shows, that you're still in this shit. You know, your head's still in this shit. You know, you still want to go out there and get some wins. So that's the biggest thing for me this week, dog. Like, you know, that shit is, like I said, those shits happen. You know what I mean? Those shits happened last year. I mean, there was 24-0 loss that we, 24-0 loss that we suffered. You know what I mean? And we just, you know what I mean? It was one of the most embarrassing losses up until that point. You know what I mean? It's just these losses happen. You know, so be it. But it's this week is a big week, bro. Like, cause this is gonna show if we're just gonna be like, a team, battling for that, a top fucking pick, or you know what I mean, actually be in the mix, the whole year, because we're, we're just, a dark horse type of team where we could have it one day, beat a good team, or you know what I mean, even just not play our best game and beat bad teams or whatever, you know what I mean, because it's already happened this year as well. But we have to go in this week and play well against a good team, dog, because this is a good team. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, even though they took a bad loss last week, Detroit is a good team, bro. You know what I mean? They showed it on the field this year. So, the only team that's beating Kansas City, you know what I mean? Even though they didn't have, Kelsey, that still was an Arrowhead. You know what I mean? So Detroit's still a good team. So we got to go out there and show, bro, like this is that game. Because 4-4 looks a whole lot better than 3-5. You're still in the thick of things at 4-4, bro. And looking up.
Very, very true.
Redemption game. This is the redemption game right here for the Raiders. We're gonna see what you're about.
Yep. Well, we won in the spotlight on Sunday night game, so you know what I mean. So Darth Vader says, bottom line, our problem is Mark Davis needs to fire Josh McDaniels. All right. Says, hey, quick, Ajax, quick question. People put a polls and could follow the crowd to get your own opinion. Oh shit. Okay. I don't even know how to do polls, or else I'll do them. The only polls I know is strip clubs. No, it's fine.
He's talking to Jack. Jack and
but Jack wanted me to put a poll up earlier.
They always go at it. In the chat.
Nah, but he wanted me to put a poll up earlier about some shit, about something I can't remember what it was.
Like, trust me, like right now at this stage right now, trust me, I'm with a lot of fans. I want McDaniels gone, dog. Trust me, but
yeah,
it's still, the season is still up there in the grabs. You know what I mean? He can still turn it around for himself. You know what I mean? I'm still, obviously, I want him fired, but he can still pull it around for himself, because he could go out there and show something different about this team, dog. Show that the team still has his back and shit like that. So this is the game. This is the biggest game of the year for me up to this point. I mean, every game has been the biggest game. You know what I mean? After those 2 wins, you know what I mean, putting us 3-3, had us with some, at least some, feeling good, you know what I mean, especially going into Chicago, because, we kind of had to, like, kind of marked it down almost as a win, you know what I mean, and I don't know if they got ahead of themselves as well, and, hopefully that was the case, you know what I mean, and they, they grabbed their fucking
what's up?
Lunch pail and come to work, this week, and put in the fucking work, dog, at practice. You know what I mean? And let's go out and get a win. One of those blue collar type of wins. You know what I mean? Those type of wins that Detroit was known for last year. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta be that type of team. You know what I mean? We gotta go in there and be gritty, and not lose the fucking turnover battle. That's the biggest thing, bro. Like, we lose those, and it's like we can't get back into games. So that's another big thing. We got to continue what we had in that 2-game stretch.
Right away, it pretty much says pretty fucking dope right here. It says, if we embarrass the Lions like we just got embarrassed, I'll give the head coach some respect. Until then, he's McDummy. Fair enough.
True.
I think he can actually do some shit, bro, to be honest with you. I think not necessarily him. See, we got to take the focus off the coaching in a sense, because there were some key plays. Josh Jacobs ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? He's really, really not. He's getting, even though the line is getting fucked up, he had a lot of plays to where he was breaking tackles behind the line of scrimmage last year, and fucking that's where he was getting a lot of his fucking yards from, after, yards after, the first contact. That's what he did, bro. Like, and that was one of his better things, because we didn't have a great offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Even Alex Bars was doing better last year. So he didn't do any good. Then we did the cliche shit with DA, and everyone's saying it was all cliche, regardless of whatever. Cool. You needed the yards, and you moved the ball, and you're killing the fucking clock. Okay, you're doing what you're supposed to do. They're just like, oh, pass to Devontae Adams. But then if it was anybody else, if it was fucking Kelsey, oh my God, he can get a 5-yard fucking catch. And oh my God, you know what? He's with Taylor Swift now, and they do this whole fucking paragraph and all this crazy shit just to talk about him. But then we do it. We just to do the normal shit that a wide receiver is supposed to do, and people shit on him. Oh, it was very vanilla. This, that, and the third. You know, the offense was pretty much fucking vanilla, but these players are supposed to do certain things. Now, regardless of whatever, when the ball gets put into their hands, they need to do something. DA dropped the fucking ball like that was perfectly in his hands. I watched the shit again. That was a perfect fucking, it was right in his hands. You know what I'm saying? So execution is a big part of it. And also we got to just come to the realization, and it fucking sucks, that this guy's going to be around for the year. He's going to be around for the whole fucking year. He's not going nowhere. You know what I mean? Unless we just really like a 3-8. If we lose the next like 4 games, oh yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
At the end of the season, that's the end of the season thing, you know. Yeah, but if you get rid of McDaniels, and you still lose the rest of the way, what the fuck the difference?
Like if we lose this game, dog, and we get embarrassed, like there's really no game that we can really say and mark out there that, you know, oh yeah, that's a game we could win. Like we're basically, you know, going to be fucking, it's going to be every game is going to be a fucking tough one because, you know, the Giants are looking better with fucking Tyrod Taylor. You know what I mean? So that's going to be still tough. You know, the Jets are still looking a little bit, you know what I mean, a little bit better. You know what I mean?
They got fucking good defense, bro. This offense,
they got a good defense. So, and then we got, you know, Miami, Kansas City twice, you know, Chargers and all that shit. So, this is a big game, dog, for me. So this is to me the thing that's going to either, because they could put their heads down after this one, dog. Like I could really see a lot of players, you know, starting to fucking really, if there's already, you know, little shits like shits going out there that, you know, that people are getting fed up in the locker room and all this shit. And I know they all must be, you know, lies, because like Gravy was saying earlier, anybody could just say whatever, but
yeah.
It's just all of that noise is just gonna get worse. You know what I mean? If you know, with another loss, you know, and especially if it's an embarrassing loss, you know what I mean? Because all of that's gonna be like, damn, because it's gonna be like kind of like the proof is gonna be the game, and then what everybody's saying, that the game is gonna be really legitimizing what everybody's saying. You know what I mean? If we get embarrassed again this week, we get embarrassed again on Monday Night Football, it's really going to be legitimizing what people are saying, because I need to see some grit, some, you know, guys just wanting it out there this week, dog, because their season is still there, dog. They're 3-4. So regardless of the coach, your season is still there. You know what I mean? For the taking if you want.
Hey, Romero, thank you for saying that, bro. Shout out Raider Romero and everybody's pulling up, man. I appreciate you guys. Fucking Goff is kind of mid, bro. You know what I mean? He is, but they do got a running game, and he has fucking Sun God. And Gravy keeps on talking about him with his fucking damn fantasy shit. You know what I mean? I didn't even know who this kid was because I'm not even playing fantasy. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? He's just putting it up there to him, and we got some weak kind of corners, bro. So it's gonna be a long fucking fight. So these guys know that they gotta fucking come and bring that shit, because if they don't, bro, it's gonna look bad. And you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter what other coach comes in. If Graham comes down or whoever comes down, or fucking Lombardi becomes our fucking head coach, bro, that'll be fucking pathetic, personally. But I think they can't do that overall. It's gonna have to be at the end of the season, bro. So regardless of whatever happens, we gotta just suck it up.
You know, I'm not saying that. You know,
peace out, bro.
St. Brown is an awesome player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he can be covered.
Yeah,
just like DA, just like DA could be covered. You know, none of these guys are uncoverable. None of these guys are Randy Moss like. So, and Randy Moss is the best receiver I've ever seen. So, if you know, we do things the right way, put our guys in, if Graham puts our guys in the right position to do it, then we'll be successful at it. Even no matter how much you think we suck. And then you're gonna hear people say, "Oh, we were lucky. We did this. We did that." Don't listen to it. You know what I mean? Those guys can be covered. It's been done before.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we just got to win. There's nothing else to talk about really. Just win, baby. That's all it is. Not just win, baby. Not by field goals. Just field goals, baby. None of that shit. It doesn't matter. These guys are gonna have to fucking play with the grit, bro. This offense is gonna. I don't give a fuck who's handing off the ball. Whatever. Josh Jacobs needs to face mask some motherfuckers. We need to start doing some shit to earn the shield back, because I don't think any one of those players in there wants to fucking tank. And me as a Raider, and if we're gonna end up having this coach again and shit like that, I don't want to tank for Caleb Williams. I don't want to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? Because look at what Flores got fired because of the simple fucking fact he didn't want to tank. Me and Greg, we were talking about that shit earlier, and we're going back and forth about it. You know what I mean? Bottom line, dude, like I don't want to fucking tank. I don't want to.
You ain't gonna make no football player submit to doing that.
Yeah, because
you're not in the league. You don't need to be in the league if you even think about doing shit like that.
Right. There's 3 reasons why. 1, because it's going to lower their stock fucking trade. 2, they could possibly get hurt. And 3, if they're not going to be getting, you know what I mean, the recognition. Well, 2 out of 3, whatever. Well, 2.
These dudes have pride, though. Yeah. Basic thing like pride.
Okay, there you go. You got pride.
You know what I mean?
The third one is pride.
Fuck
you know
that. This ain't happening on my watch, man.
Because, say for example, Epps comes in and he's over here playing like shit and stuff like that, and we fucking lose and fucking everything like that. You think anyone else going to offer him a fucking position? No. You know what I mean? Because you're listening to the coaches, the fucking tank. That makes no sense. I don't think McDaniels came here to fucking lose. But I also think
no coach
shit. Huh?
I think no coach comes in here to fucking lose. Hell no. That's not I think that's not the objective of any head coach. It's just how like it's right now, it's at this point is like, you know, he keeps, you know, losing.
Yeah.
And to put it, you know, in simple words, basically he just keeps losing. So it's like that's why this game, I think it's gonna he might make it to the end of the year, but this is I think the one game that's going to kind of, you know, shape our season to where we're going. Like if we can put up a good fight and you know get even a close win, I don't care if it's fucking 17, 16 type win, dog. Like it doesn't matter. That's a good team on the other side. So no matter how we can pull off a win, if we could pull off a win, then you know what I mean. It'll be great. But if we, you know, go out there and lay another fucking shit, dog, where, you know, we just get embarrassed out there on Monday Night Football in front of everybody, I could see possibly him making it out to the end of the year. But, you know, McDaniels, I mean, you know, Davis already having a plan to fire him and him not making it past this next coming off season for sure, though.
Yep.
What's Auntie think, man? You been saying
I know Auntie hasn't said nothing.
Right?
I mean, the thing is, guys, to be honest with you, going into the Lions game, I'm more worried about Marcus Peters than anything because he looked horrible the last game, bro. Especially how he moved out the way like a matador and shit. He didn't want to make that tackle, bro. And now you're going to ask him to go guard St. Brown one-on-one when we only play zone coverage. I mean, that's the only thing that really worried about me going into the Lions game because the Lions do got a deep receiver core. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't know. It's going to be a tough one to get this win because the Lions are a totally different team at home than they are on the road. They are a dome team. You know, they play a lot better at home, and then with the home crowd and stuff. I'm not saying it can't be done, but Josh hasn't really shown me anything that he can turn this shit around. So until he does, man, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. It should be an interesting game, but I'm just trying to stay positive. But it's hard, guys. It really is.
So listen.
All right.
Okay, check this out. I appreciate you, Auntie. I really, really do. So, the Lions played the Chiefs and beat them by 1 point. Okay, first game of the season. Then they got beat by Seattle. Okay.
Yeah.
They beat the Falcons. They beat the Packers. And then the Panthers. And then the Bucks. So, who have they really faced?
Yeah, no, for sure. But
who have they really faced to earn that record? Detroit, I remember there was a team that came out fucking hot as hell. I can't remember, was it last year or some shit like that or whatever? It was one of the years that they came out. They were like 6-0. And then after that, they lost like 8 in the fucking row.
I think Detroit though is the combination of how they finished last year though, when they went like, you know, they almost, you know, they finished strong last year and then they started off strong this year. So I think just like the I think the basically like kind of like proving, all the skeptic rug is why they're getting a bunch of notoriety because at the end of last year they were like watch out for fucking Detroit next year, and the way that they've came out, you know what I mean, they've you know what I mean, they've done nothing but kind of had their first place in their division, you know what I mean. And I think that's what has the hype around them. I think that's the hype around them because the way that they finished strong last year and then started off strong this year. But yeah, for sure, dog. Like they're a team that they're new to winning too. You know what I mean? So like you seen it last week, dog. With them, it's like it's still gonna be like the consistency, with them as well, dog. Like that they can win a couple of games, but you seen with the Niners too, dog. Like they lose, and now 2 in a row. Teams can start, like having bad habits, and they got embarrassed last week, dog. You know what I mean? And that could be, a great film to look at, just to like kind of mimic what
What's up,
Baltimore did on defense, kind of what Baltimore, maybe did on defense and stuff like that. So that could, possibly even be a blueprint for, how to attack, the Lions. So I just think because, like you said, it wasn't much running from Lamar or anything like that. It was, using the tight end, you know what I mean, and they did a lot of their damage, through the tight end and the run game. You know what I mean? Gus Edwards had a big game as well, dog. So if you could just play defense and keep maybe, I think let Goff try to beat you. You know what I mean? I think if hopefully we can get Hobbs back this week as well, and I mean that because that'll be a big just a big help, on our secondary. So hopefully that's finally, he's finally available this week especially with an extra day. So just all those things, man. It's all pretty much hopefully at this point because after last week we can't really say, it's a roller coaster ride, so we gotta watch and see. So want to see better out of this team, though.
Hey,
Darth Vader.
I want to answer that. Darth, like
it's week by week, bro. Week by week. Go ahead.
Let me answer that, Darth. Like that ass serious, bro. Like for real. He was undrafted. He wasn't even the 4th string quarterback, bro. He was undrafted.
Actually, the 2nd string quarterback.
I know it's not as bad. It's not as good, but I don't know. They just had the number, bro. That's all it is. Just week by week, bro. No matter what, like I'm gonna give my team, like I always say that I'm gonna give my team shit when they're fucking playing like shit, and I'm gonna give them fucking props when they're playing like props. When they're playing good and shit. You know what I mean? Last week we played like shit. It's over. New week. We gotta get fucking ready. It doesn't matter, bro. We gotta shake the shit off, bro. Darth, I know you don't win every single day. I know motherfuckers motherfuckers that don't win every day, but sooner or later they still win and they get it together. You know what I mean? That's a little bit of ism right there for you, bro. You gotta, no matter you take that loss, you gotta keep on going with it. You know what I mean? You gotta keep pushing. And even if it's somebody else that's, sometimes, man, when you have a boss that doesn't really tell you what to do, man, you gotta have to fucking take control and do some shit. So one of these players has to do that, or they have to fucking execute. That's one of the two things. If Jimmy G was turning around, going out there, or Aiden O'Connell was actually running the fucking offense that he wants to run and shit like that, and say no to the coach, and it actually starts making them look good, how are we gonna know? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. Like, how are we gonna know if? Because me and Gravy were talking about this morning. You know what I mean? If O'Connell goes out there and starts balling out and stuff like that, and he's not listening to the coach is going to pull him, or the coach is going to look good. You know what I'm saying? So then what is the coach going to do? Just let them do whatever the fuck they want. If you ever watch that movie, fucking Any Given Sunday, you have to watch it, bro. That's like a good representation of the quarterback and coach relationship. Now we have quarterback carousels going on because of fucking injuries, and even though if you really look at it, Josh McDaniels put this shit on themselves, him and Ziegler did, with this injury prone quarterback, you know what I mean? And then bringing in Hoyer too. Overall, bro, we have to just shake it off and go to the next fucking spot. They have to play organized ball in order for them to do it. A lot of the reasons why we're losing is because the players aren't executing. You got to realize that players aren't executing. And it's simple, bro. I'm sorry. I'm cool. I just, you know what I mean?
Hey guys, but I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I gotta go. I got 3, dog. Thanks for having me on, dog. Appreciate it. Before I go, guys, just we're not out of it yet. We'll see what happens Monday Night Football. But until next one, thanks guys. I'm gone.
All right, peace. Yep.
I want to say something though. I'm worried about on this team. We're having this thing like it's a bad thing that Garoppolo is getting hurt. Look at what happened to the dude with us. The dude got concussed. How could you avoid that? You know what I mean?
True.
Where are you gonna say, "Oh, he's fucking a pussy" because he can't play when he's concussed?
Coach, a great coach.
Who does? Who can play quarterback when they have a fucking concussion? None
Bro,
of them.
I can't do shit when I got a headache.
You know what I mean? And then this last injury, it wasn't that bad, but when you mess with your back, he didn't get we're treating this guy like, he's a wuss. Oh, he's injury prone, this and that. If it was a ticky tack all the time, taking playoff series off because he's like this or something like that. The dude's he's not coming back. The dude went to the hospital. They don't do that for everybody. When you're messing with things with your back, your neck, and your head, the dude was injured. He didn't play in the game. So the wrong thing to say is injury prone or just being hurt. You know what I mean? And there's a difference between that. This year, to me, I don't think Garoppolo has been injury prone. The dude was concussed. You want him out there throwing the football when he fucking can't, when he's concussed? Nah, no one would want that. Maybe he might play good. I don't know. Shit. Maybe that's what he needs. But just stop it, man. Because if it happened to you, you wouldn't go to work. You know what I mean? If your back was tweaked out, bro, you wouldn't go to work. Gabe knows exactly what that feels like. I do every day, man. Every time I get up, it sounds like popcorn going off. You know what I mean?
Well, stop eating popcorn in the morning, bro.
It's my bones, bro. But the thing is, I know the dude's a football player, man. He wants to be out there. It's not like, I'm sure he feels like shit because he has this cloud over his head saying, I'm injury prone. And then when he broke his ankle, the dude broke his ankle, but he's injury prone. Big old 300-something pound man fell on his ankle.
I mean,
that'll probably break your ankle, bro. You know what I mean?
Then go do taxes, bro. This big boy shit. No, I was playing.
These dudes are nicked up. Every one of them are nicked up.
There's not a player in the NFL right now that's 100%. Yeah, we get that. You know what I mean? But the thing is about him.
It just happens to this dude a lot. And it's because of the position he's in.
But that's what makes him injury prone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what makes him injury prone. And hey, we're talking about
you're acting like, but we're acting like he wants this to happen to him. You know
I didn't say we didn't say no. We're not saying that. I'm not saying
I think anybody that's injury prone doesn't want it to happen to him. You know what I mean? There's guys that have lost their career because they're injury prone. But it's just, it's just
sounds like an excuse to me just to cap on the dude. Because we're not winning.
We're not capping on it. Gravy, is the man hurt? Yes or no? He's hurt a lot, right? Okay, so you're lighting your cigar. So yes, he is.
He missed 2 games with us. One because he was concussed.
Right.
And if you want a concussed quarterback out there,
2.5. He got pulled out of the game. 2.5.
You hurt his back.
My back.
You want your guy with a what if something was really seriously wrong with him?
Nah, bro. Like, I mean, he looked like he fucking got one of his discs ruptured or some shit like that. And that's
for sure. Like, hey, a prayers for him if he's hurt, like in any sort of fashion when he goes down, no matter what. But it still doesn't, take out the fact that like, our worst fears, what we didn't want to happen. You know what I mean? It's starting to happen. You know what I mean? It's already 2.5 games. And hopefully, hopefully, it doesn't happen any more of the games. But You know what I mean? You can only go by, recent history and then his prior history with other teams. So like at this point, that's going to be his basically his tag until he basically plays out of it. You know what I mean? So I mean the hope is he can always stay on the field. You know what I mean? Because at this point, you know what I mean? I mean, I hate to say it, you know what I mean? I want the rookie to be out there and all this shit because I do want to see what we have, but he does still give us the best chance to win. You know what I mean? Like Jimmy G does still give us the best chance to win. So it's just the thing is though, I think I see it earlier in the chat. Like, a spade is a spade. Like he's been injured more than more than most. I would just say, you know what I mean? So that's why he gets that tag. You know what I mean? Just hopefully he can just play the rest of the season without having to go through any more of those hiccups, to where he could still keep getting this criticism, and then you know what I mean, he could turn this offense around. But that's really what it's going to take for him to lose that tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But see, like we just have like even last year we had players hurt. The one thing that we didn't have hurt was a quarterback. And then we had
and what did that do?
We had nobody on defense, and everybody on defense was hurt, bro. I'm not saying
what happened.
The only thing to kind of kind of right in the shit for Jimmy G this year, bro, is him staying on the field and getting this offense, just better, getting it going. That's the only thing really that I can see at this point to get this criticism off his back, dog. Because at this point, he's already, it's only been 7 games, and you knew once, he couldn't pass that physical at first, and then there was this, the little talks about, in training camp, now he's gonna have to really pass the physical for the real training camp. So all of this, that little talk, and then, then putting those stipulations in the contract, so that they have it on their mind too. You know what I mean? That the organization has that on their mind too, because they're putting those stipulations in the contract, and he has to play a certain amount of games. He's already, and that's obviously a thing in his contract where he's losing money because he's not on the field right now. Like he's already, I think they said there was a tweet today. He said I think he's lost over $200,000 in these 2 games, or something like that, for not being able to play, or something around that or more. But
so then he has to basically, like, he's getting an hourly wage.
He's getting fined for every game that he misses.
I think that's fucked up.
So that's what I'm saying. Their organization, already had that in mind too. So like him missing games, it just adds to that fact. So I think that's the only thing that's going to be able to make him shake that shit. You know what I mean? Him getting back on the field and start, getting this offense moving, dog. I think that's the only thing that's going to not. I'm not saying get this offense back to top 5, top 10 or whatever like that. Just get this offense going. You know what I mean? Like, give us a little bit consistency in the red zone, a little bit more consistency on 3rd down. You know what I mean? Sustain a little bit more drives where the defense could be more fresh on the field. Like those little things help you end up winning games in the end. So those are the kind of things that I want to, you know what I mean, are the things that are going to get, that tag off of Jimmy G.
Yeah, so Local 6 says right here, bottom line, the nation deserves better. I think we do also.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I really, really do. But Romero saying we need a good mobile quarterback. Yes and no. Mobile quarterbacks usually get hurt. You know what I'm saying? I want a quarterback that throws the ball, bro. I want a quarterback that throws the ball that can move. I don't want a moving quarterback.
You don't want a running
quarterback. You don't want a quarterback that's mobile, not a mobile quarterback, if that makes any sense.
Somebody that can get out of there. and under pressure. You know
who's like that?
I don't want to be Happy Romero.
Who's like that? A guy, like the guy that we were watching yesterday. Remember I told the guy that I was saying, that guy Drake May?
Yeah.
He's that type of guy that's always going to be looking to pass first, but he can get out of there.
Yeah.
He has to. He almost reminds me of like I hate him. I hate the fuck out of him for Sherbert. You know what I mean? A guy that's not going to really run, but he's going to be effective with his feet when he needs to be.
Yeah.
The only thing with him, he looks like he's running for his life, though, bro. He looks like
the only thing with him is
he's running for his life.
The only thing with him now is that he's starting to be a little bit inconsistent with his accuracy, dog. Sherbert.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the finger or whatever you want to blame it on, but I've seen him miss, in the last couple weeks, seeing their games or whatever. Like,
Yeah, he's
missed a lot of open throws.
Yeah.
A lot of very open throws.
As long as he throws the poop good, I don't give a shit.
20 out of
Bro.
57 games. Shit. After seeing Jay McGlass in the silver and black, my opinion, he was stealing money.
Drake May is 6'5".
John Rader said he's 5'9", bro. I'm telling you.
No, I'm cool.
Drake May is 6'5". 6'5", 220 right now. And he's gonna gain weight, and that boy has a fucking rocket for an arm.
Well, I mean,
you take him over Kirk Cousins?
Drake May? Yeah. If we have a chance to draft him, we take him no matter what.
I seen another. See what you started, man. I seen like 2 Kirk Cousins in the chat. Bro.
Yeah, no, we're gonna start. You like that?
I thought that was out. I thought that was out of the light. Gabe brought it back in.
Drake May is a good quarterback, though.
Like Minnesota, Minnesota's just gonna give up Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, just like here goes.
North Carolina ranked in the top 10. Yeah, basically North Carolina ranked.
He makes more money than fucking Garoppolo does.
Basketball.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
It's a basketball school, and he has them ranked in the top, like top 25. You know what I mean? North Carolina ain't known for no football, dog. Like, that's a basketball school, and Drake May that dude is good, bro. That dude's. But there's a lot of good quarterbacks. There's a lot of good quarterbacks. I like him. I like Caleb, of course. It's just that Caleb, I don't know about his attitude. You know what I mean? Just with the attitude about him. Him already saying that he can make more money in college. I like it. I mean, it's true, but of course, but I just don't like that attitude. You know what I mean? For a football player, you know what I mean? I want a guy that's gonna go out there and say, the right things. Like it's just.
I just don't want my quarterback. I don't want my quarterback painting his fingernails. That's
it. You're a fool, man. Yeah, but it's just I don't know,
oh, look at my fingernails.
Yeah, I like Caleb. Don't get me wrong; he's USC quarterback and everything, but it's just some of the things that I've seen out of him sometimes. Against the bigger schools right now it's kind of haunting him a little bit. You know what I mean? Especially Utah has his number. You know what I mean? He's kind of underperformed in big games with USC already. So, I mean, you can't take from the fact though that that defense is horrible. You know what I mean? That USC defense is horrible, but. I mean, he is legitimate, though. He's going to be a legitimate, top 10 pick for sure. For most likely the number 1 quarterback taken. But there's a lot of quarterbacks, going to be available in this first round coming up. So I think that's the biggest reason why, was my biggest gripe last week with Hoyer on him starting. You know what I mean? We gotta see it, and whatever opportunity we have, we gotta see what we have in Hoyer, dog, because like say Jimmy G does, play decent the rest of the year, you know what I mean? Where there's still question marks, you know what I mean? Say he does get some wins here and there, but the defense is the reason why we're getting some wins still, and I'll take them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take those wins no matter what. But say Jimmy G plays decent for the rest of the year, where the question mark of getting a better quarterback in here is still, the main thing. You know what I mean? So that's where I want to be able to be like. You know what I mean? We did see last year in the couple of games that AO4 fucking basically played that we were able to see a little bit of sample, but it was unfortunate we were able to see that the last game. You know what I mean? Especially after halftime, that was my biggest thing too. Like, okay, you went with Hoyer, fuck it. You know what I mean? He must have showed you something during the week. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Go with Hoyer. But at halftime, not to go with the rookie, you know what I mean? When you're looking that bad, against you had a good first drive, but after that, the offense was just stagnant. The defense looked, you know what I mean? That's the time where you gotta insert some type of energy. You know what I mean? Like that's why you gotta go into halftime and like you never know, you never know if some guys were playing with no energy because they didn't want Hoyer to start from the beginning. That's just speculation or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just You know that's just the there's 53 minds in there, so you don't know what's really going on in anybody's mind. So you don't know if that could have inserted some energy at halftime if you would have been like, let's go. Okay, Aiden, you're starting the second half. You know what I mean? Like you got that's what I think a coach that knows his team is able to read the room. What would have been able to do on Sunday. Like let's go in there and let's try to insert some energy into the offense. Maybe he would have went out there and shit the bed still, but at that point, you know what I mean. 3 points in the first half. You know what I mean, and like. You just couldn't really move the ball after that first drive. It was just we needed something, and just like it was just disappointing to not get like insert some energy. I think.
And you watched the game over again, right, Gabe? You watched it again. If you want to talk about vanilla, bro, that what Chicago was doing wasn't. It was just straight double team. You know, center on guard, double team. The tackle would reach block and then go hit the linebacker. That is, if that ain't vanilla for a kid, they dialed that offense down. Whatever offense they had, they dialed that offense down so much to where they were just running basic, off tackle plays, inside gap plays, and
You're talking about when Aiden came in? Are you talking about when Aiden came in, or for Chicago?
Chicago.
Okay.
And then they would use that because it was successful, and you guys got a first-hand view what bootlegs, because he bootlegged a lot, and what the play action would do if the running game is successful.
The one thing that I noticed that Jimmy G was good at is actually bootlegs, but the thing is, though, the offensive line is so crap that he can't do bootlegs. Even if you try to set up the run or throw the pass, you can't do it because the fucking alignment on the backfield before he even tries to hand off. You know what I mean? So
he's good at play action. He's good at doing the play action, at getting the ball to the running back, faking, pulling it back out, and deceiving the defensive line to go for the running back. That opens up your lane to throw those balls. But him booting is the reason why we were calling him injury prone, because if you look at this, most of the time when he's bootlegging, he's getting hurt.
No, usually he was on running with the ball. That's when I don't want. Yeah, that's what I don't want him doing.
I don't know if he's running to get out of the pocket, or is he doing if it's a design bootleg play action.
Nah, most of the time when I seen him getting hurt, he was running for his life. Trying to, what I mean? Trying to get moving.
That's how you end up getting hurt. Your offensive line broke down. But if we could do that, if we could just do that, and getting Jacobs the ball, no matter what, 11 times is not the way to do it, man. You just gave up on your running game and made Hoyer throw the football. That's exactly what Chicago wanted to do.
Yeah, so that was horrible play call.
That's why you heard McDaniels
first play of the game was pass.
We lost. You know what I mean? We lost it in the second half. Yeah, because you weren't running the football.
And I'm pretty sure you heard the chatter, dog. And I'm pretty sure he's been hearing the chatter because he finally Monday morning he said he finally threw in there. I could have coached better. It sounded like he didn't want to say it though, but he threw it in there. He threw it in there finally.
He wants the ball, bro. He wants the ball. He was moving at the end. He started moving at the end, and that's the type of running back Jacobs is. But you have
I'm talking about McDaniels. Talking about McDaniels. He finally on Monday morning when they the early morning press conferences they asked him a question, like he came out. First statements were like yesterday it was, embarrassing or whatever, but he was like saying that, he could have coached better. He kind of was still throwing it on a bunch, everybody, that they could have done this better, which is true. I mean, I'm not gonna excuse the players, of course, but he finally actually, threw that in to where, I mean, that's what I've been just wanting to see here all season. I mean, it doesn't make no difference, but at least, you earn some type of respect from the players because, at least you're you're out there. You're just not throwing shade. You know what I mean? Not even throwing people under the bus. I don't even think they really care about that. But it's just a shade. Like this. Look at this motherfucker. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
This motherfucker hasn't had it. Like you know what I mean? Because that's when you start getting people to start second guessing you, dog. So I just would love to see that out of a head coach, any head coach. I mean, I don't know if it's a little bit too late, but
well, Graham said something about here. He said he didn't think he put the defense in a good position to win, in the right spots for them to be successful.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you lose like that, those are the only things that should be coming out of your mouth. You know what I mean? But like,
it's a bit pressure like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
you always do that to young guys.
I like what Josh says right
here.
How
about respond to the next one with Tuan? That you're gonna see Josh Jacobs is an important part of this football team. So you're gonna see 7, 6, 8 in the box every game. That's nothing new. It happened last year, but the thing is, it happened last year at the end of the season. It happened from game 1 when Jacobs was there. You're always gonna see that. Now, if you don't establish that, they're not gonna go away from it. What adjustment is there from not having a running game? You're gonna throw the football.
Yep, especially when you're down. When you're down, you can't run the game.
Rounds. Yeah, or run end arounds, and you're gonna bitch about that, or run tosses, which I hate Josh Jacobs doing, and then just to use the perimeter. That's why 8 is at the box, because they know what Josh Jacobs does, and the only adjustment you could do with that is throw the football short, quick game, something like that to move them back a little bit. We didn't have none of that. Jacobs can't have the ball 11 times. No matter what he's doing, he cannot get the ball 11 times.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter if he's
That's when he gets started. That's when Josh Jacobs gets started, is around carry 11.
Yeah, one of the things I was going to add to that too is like if we're losing in that fashion, you know what I'm saying? It's basically going off of the 11 carries for Josh Jacobs. We can't run the ball, bro. We can't be wasting no fucking time. We got to get the ball moving. We got to start doing some shit. We got to start fucking scoring, putting some points on the board. We can't sit back and waste the fucking 8 minutes like we did in the game against the last 2 games against Green Bay and also Patriots. When we were running the ball like 8 minutes and shit, look at that. Look, we still fucking, you know what I mean? We're progressing slowly, you know what I'm saying? And we're actually doing shit, we're getting shit done. A couple of 4th down conversions and stuff like that kept us on the fucking field, you know what I mean? So when you're behind, you have to
if you're getting 12 to what Chicago was doing, getting first downs every time they ran the ball, then fine, that's great. Use the just because you're down 10 with 5 minutes left, that doesn't mean hey abandon the run and then just start throwing the ball all over. Hey, you'll score in 3 plays, but that doesn't mean that you're going to hold the other team back. You want to use that time to put them into predicament that your defense can hold them. Then you get them. Then you play in that conservative, time management type game where you can run the ball a little bit and kick a field goal or score and win the game. But you have to establish that.
4 hours ago, Pelissero reported that Garoppolo's status is up in the air.
Yeah.
So
still iffy.
It's still iffy. We might not even have him. You know what I mean? So then what do we do?
Like, after what happened last week, who do you guys say starts this week? If it's Jimmy G's up in the air, do we go with the rookie this week now?
Would want to see the kid in there.
Yep.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he does the same thing over again.
I think if he goes with Hoyer again and they lose the way they did, he's fired on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
AOC has to be doing something in practice or he's not getting it. He has to be doing. Because if he was
But
beating
I
this
would-
dude out, if he was beating this dude out in practice game, he would be playing.
No, but I would understand that if he didn't go with him already. Like if he wouldn't have went with him already against the Chargers, then I would understand it more. But if you already went with him in your first, like say your first instinct, basically, which was that first game when Jimmy G was first hurt, that was his first instinct was to go with, with Jimmy G. You know what I mean? I don't know if his performance, which was was very very shaky in the first half, and then he ended the game with that rookie mistake. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that kind of swayed him back to going towards Hoyer, but in all, it's like he still needed to kind of take into account though, like what was Hoyer as a starter, dog? In historically, 0-12, now 0-13. So he's always been that dude. You know what I mean? So like, what did McDaniels kind of expect? You know what I mean? And that's why I was kind of so pissed off from, not inserting him in at halftime or something like that. So that's the reason why, like, I would totally agree. Like if Hoyer was already, the rookie still hadn't gotten a chance, then okay, then McDaniels must be seeing that the kid's just not ready. You know what I mean? But already going with him, kind of like trumps that argument. You know what I mean? It's almost like especially in the public's eyes. You know what I mean? Because they're always going to refer back to like, you already started him. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I don't know. It's just I don't know if you could go back to Hoyer this week and still really be confident, and if you get a loss and thinking that you're still gonna be safe. You know what I mean? No matter how incompetent Mark Davis might be right now at the moment, but it's just at that certain point, like if you go with him, damn, bro, like what are you really telling us? You know what I mean? Like what are you like it's like,
if he goes with Hoyer, this fan base is gonna go fucking nuts.
Bananas, nuts.
I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it.
Well, are we going live tomorrow, Gabe?
Yes, the big.
Yes, sir.
We got
Gravy, and then we're going live Thursday too, man. I had a long day. Thursday we're gonna go live too. So tomorrow we're gonna have Pick'em show. I seen the record already. I want to recount. I'm gonna do a recount before tomorrow starts. Then I think what Gabe sent me was a lie. He said I went 8-5 or something like that, or 8-6.
That is bullshit.
I think that's bullshit.
7-6, both of you.
That's bullshit.
Both of you went 7-6. I went 8-5.
Nah, we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna count it up tomorrow, bro. I got my shit over here, bro. Gabe's probably too
I'm gonna start taking that a little bit more serious now. Okay,
I got it right here.
Now all of a sudden he's gonna start taking it serious.
I got a mark.
There's some teams that I wouldn't pick. My wife's team, but hey, if I think they're gonna win, then I'm gonna win. I ain't doing this. Oh, that's my wife's team. I'm gonna pick them to lose.
You never pick for the.
There's a lot of teams though that
anyways.
That we're up today, like for reals, dog. You know what I mean? We all picked. Like I won. We all picked Buffalo. We all picked Tampa Bay. We'll
talk about it tomorrow, bro. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Shit. We're gonna get out of here, everybody, man. Thank you guys for pulling up. We got like 50 people in here, man. Thank you guys for
Hubby, look at your IG, bro.
Don't look at your IG, bro. Don't look at your IG, bro.
Look at your fantasy.
Don't look at your fantasy, bro. I'm trying to get out of here, and you over here talking about damn fantasy, Gravy, man. I'm gonna put you on timeout, bro. Don't start.
Put you on timeout.
No, I'm gonna put you on timeout, bro.
Don't even start. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. No, I'm just playing. Nah, highs and lows. Hey, the highs and lows.
All right, love. See you later, bro. Hey, Gabe, what's up?
Starting to sound real good. That highs and lows show starting to sound real good, bro. Swear.
You kicking me out, bro? Bloody and blood out, bro. Bloody and blood out, on.
My guy, dog. Bloody and blood out.
I got that shit right here.
Forever.
I got it right here, bro.
Hey, si tú me das esquina, yo te doy esquina.
Vatos locos forever, Vatos locos forever.
We out of here like missed tackles like fucking or the El Matador himself. No, I was playing. We're gonna be live tomorrow at 7:20 with Gabe. Gabe's pickup show, smoke out hour, and we'll talk a little bit of Raider ball. Thursday night we're gonna be on. I think we'll talk about it right now if we're gonna do it or not, and we'll have the announcement by tomorrow. But we probably most likely won't go live Sunday. We're gonna go probably live after the game, maybe before the game. We'll work it out right now. But we'll be on tomorrow night. We're streaming from my channel, but we'll also be at Gabe's channel at Raider Gabe 420. So make sure you get over there, man. I didn't start the show out by telling everybody be thankful for what you do, God, what you don't. So I'm gonna end it with that. And don't drink and drive. And we're out of here, bro. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.